Welcome, everyone, to the Telarus Tuesday call for May 14th, 2019. You know, it was back on this day in 1973 that the United States' first space station, Skylab, was launched. I was a kid, I was a geek, I loved rocketry. This was amazing. Skylab included a workshop, a solar observatory, and other systems necessary for crew survival and scientific experiments. It was launched unmanned, and the first crew that was delivered to Skylab actually saved the station by deploying a replacement heat shade and freeing some jammed solar panels that had been damaged and jammed during the launch. It was the first time a repair of this magnitude had ever been performed in space. I was mesmerized. So cool. Just 46 short years ago. I'm Doug Miller, the voice of Telarus, thanking everybody who came out to Huntington Beach last week to celebrate Telarus' 17th birthday with a surfing party like no other. There were great pictures of our partners and suppliers hanging 10 with the Telarus owners, Adam Edwards, Patrick Oborn, and Richard Murray. Thanks, everybody, for making it a terrific celebration. It's a good bet that we're headed back there next year, just saying. On today's call, we'll be welcoming our good friends from Vonage. More than 500 million businesses rely on Vonage for seamless messaging, conference, and calls, all through one integrated platform. With Vonage Business Cloud, your clients can transform their businesses with strong reliability, about 99.999% uptime, seamless integrations, and real-time communications with stellar phone service, and so much more. Today we'll be discussing a new Vonage story: contact center, communications platform as a service, web RTC or real-time communications, and of course the Vonage UCaaS product, all with Kevin Thomsen. He's Vonage's National VP for Strategic Partners, and his presentation will be coming up in just moments. Also on today's call, we'll introduce you to a brand new Telarus supplier. It's CommandLink, the digital transformation infrastructure company. CommandLink is a full-stack software as a service, an enablement firm, and services firm. They built the next-generation software-defined hybrid networks, unified with communications and collaboration software seamlessly integrated into their proprietary SaaS platform. Jason Mess, our old friend, is the CEO of CommandLink, and he'll join us here in just moments on today's Telarus Tuesday call. On last week's call, we spoke with Eric Stark and Graham Scott from Viasat, now reaching 96% of the U.S. population. Viasat offers very well-priced satellite broadband at speeds up to 100 meg and installation times of between just 3 to 5 days. Eric discussed the ways in which Viasat is transforming channel opportunities with advanced high-capacity communication satellites and new products and new countries that Viasat will soon bring to the channel. Viasat providing internet connectivity wherever your clients do business. Terrific information and many partner questions answered. Also on last week's call, we introduced new Telarus supplier, Outsource Consultants, a call center referral and advisory firm helping businesses find the perfect fit outsource call center and other business process outsourcing solutions as well. Don't let your clients outsource until you've introduced them to Outsource Consultants. All of that and much more on last week's Telarus Tuesday call. That recording is available in your Telarus partner back office. Today, as always, we invite you to please log in to the video link and the live chat platform, see all of today's valuable information, and to submit your questions and comments for today's presenters. Let's go ahead and advance that slide. We are well into the second quarter of 2019 and want to make certain you know how easy it is to qualify for this year's upcoming Telarus President's Club Award. We'll be taking qualifying partners to an amazing getaway in Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. So many ways to qualify. You can either sell a combined 100K in MRR with Telarus, or sell a specified amount with one of the individual sponsoring suppliers shown here on your screen. There are some terrific and easy ways to qualify you don't want to miss this opportunity to join Telarus next year in Puerto Vallarta for the 2019 President's Club. Well, let's advance the slide again. Here's our weekly calendar of upcoming and local regional events. Telarus, man, we are just seemingly everywhere with opportunities and events to help educate and involve our partners with the fast-growing and changing industry and all it has to offer. Here is what's planned this week. First up, a shout out to all of the partners and suppliers in Atlanta today. They are competing in the Telarus Golf Championship event at the St. Marlow Country Club. We'll be hosting more of these throughout the year. Stay tuned for additional locations. This Thursday, May 16th, our phenomenal Tech Talk event is set for North Kansas City, Missouri, for a 2-hour event with Consolidated Communications. They'll be discussing SD-WAN and security. The event begins at 3 p.m. Central Time. You can join us at the Chicken and Pickle for food, drinks, and a great technology conversation. And then next Monday, May 20th, if you're in New York City, please drop by the Moxie Rooftop in Times Square, the Big Apple's largest indoor-outdoor rooftop bar and lounge, for happy hour with Adam Edwards. Joining us will be Five9, Cato, Masergy, Spectrum, 365 Data Centers, TierPoint, and 8x8. It's happy hour with Telarus CEO Adam Edwards. That's next Monday at New York's Moxie Rooftop. Next slide. It's time once again to fire up the Telarus Innovation Conferences. These conferences are immersive technology training experiences where we explore IoT, customer experience for contact center, and security. These take your business to the next level. You'll receive all new, outstanding training and content from the Telarus team and from many industry experts as well. There are huge prize giveaways going on as well. $5,000 worth of giveaways at every event. Fantastic items like kayaks, outdoor movie projectors, Patrick O'Born's car, and the like. I'm kidding about the car. But the big prize is the knowledge and the training that you'll receive to build your business. And this Thursday, May 16th, will be in Seattle, Washington at the Silver Cloud Hotel, their stadium location, followed by, you got it, a beautiful spring evening of baseball from the suite as the Mariners take on the Twins. Then a week from Thursday, May 23rd, we've got two Telarus Innovation Conferences, one in Charlotte, North Carolina, at the U.S. National Whitewater Center, and that is not what I meant when I said immersive training earlier. Also that day in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, at the Portsmouth Harbor Events and Conference Center. That's going to be a big week of TICs, as we call them. Don't miss the 2019 edition of our Telarus Innovation Conferences. You can see our full schedule with all of our events and register or RSVP at Telarus.com events. Well, next slide. Today I have the pleasure of introducing a brand new Telarus supplier. It's CommandLink, the digital transformation infrastructure company. CommandLink understands application intelligent multi-WAN routing and communications like no other. Their Command Center SaaS platform products unify into an intuitive single pane of glass that provides visibility, compliance, reporting, and productivity enhancements. Jason Ness is CommandLink's CEO and joins us today to discuss how CommandLink can solve your clients' toughest digital transformation challenges. Jason, it's been a while. Welcome back to our Telarus Tuesday call, and congratulations on all the success with CommandLink.
Thanks, Doug. I love the work. It's great to be here. So really appreciate the time for the infomercial today. What I want to do is give you guys a teaser for our training tomorrow and give you an overview of what problem CommandLink solves and what we do. Ultimately, there's way too much sucky service, multi-vendor finger pointing, and fighting. There's just all too common in our industry with vendors, between vendors and partners. Ultimately, this results in all of your time wasted. People's time on the call today wasted. Where you're not getting to work with happy customers as a happy agent because life is difficult. We want to make your life a lot easier. So again, my name is Jason Ness. I'm the previous founder and CEO of Telnest, which was once Telarus's largest partner by revenue sold, and today CEO of CommandLink. And I really look forward to building a wonderful relationship with the Telarus community. CommandLink was tailor-built to exclusively work with partners and solve real challenges you and your customers are facing. M&A gobbled up all of the quality single-source vendors capable of delivering a complete voice and data solution with a single bill for the customer. So really what we have left out there today are multiple vendors that have to be stitched together, adding complexity, cost, and endless vendor finger pointing where you're stuck in the middle. The world of telecom and technology has not simplified. Networking has become software-defined, decentralized, and application-driven, and more complex than ever, with carriers having a lower barrier to entry into the market. It means they don't have to build as complicated of a network from expense perspective, which means we're flooded with more options that really don't know what they're doing. And voice has become a highly configurable, collaborative web application, plus a million cloud applications in front of the customer, and everything delivered as a service. So we consistently hear from partners that are tired and stressed and just want a simple, easy solution. CommandLink simplifies your business by providing a single source option for complete software-defined networking, unified communications as a service, contact center, bandwidth, and network security. We're the only company that unifies all of these services into one workflow-enhancing proprietary web application that's awesome and absolutely worth a demo. It all starts with people, and we have the team of some of the best network engineers and software engineers out there that can really work with you to tailor build a solution to your customer wherever that entry point with the customer may be, whether it's voice, data, security. We've got a great entry point to start that conversation with the customer. Full stack nationwide network that's entirely owned by us, 9 POPs and growing, voice and data network, software defined, our own SDN overlay that manages everything, where we're able to offer not just 5 nines, 100% uptime SLA on our network core and our voice core as well. Service delivery process is unlike anything out there, managed by real certified PMs that understand how to roll out 1,000 locations just as well as one location. And our support is no tier 1 hell. It's all dedicated tier 3 network engineering pods to make sure we can support the custom solutions we build for our customers. So if you're tired of the suck and you want a single source partner who can really engineer the box around the customer and make sure it's supported so you can sell it and forget it and move on to the next one, please attend our training tomorrow with Telarus. You won't regret it. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you, Jason. Anybody that's worked with Jason Ness knows that they never do anything halfway. CommandLink sounds very exciting. Sabrina, if you'll advance this slide, we do have the launch and training call set up for tomorrow morning, Wednesday, May 15th. It's at 11 a.m. Eastern, and based on what you heard today, you're going to want to be there for this. This is big time stuff, and we appreciate Jason taking time to be here. Last week, we had Mason Miles and Sean Mitchell here in the office talking to a lot of us internally. This is a very exciting partnership. We encourage you to join this tomorrow morning. Jason, thanks so much for being on the call. Continued success with CommandLink, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning.
Thanks, Doug. Bye-bye.
All right, it is time for our weekly partner sales recognition. Some shout outs to our highest performing Telarus partners, putting up the top wins of this past week. Taking the second position on this week's leaderboard is Verge Network Solutions. We congratulate Glenn Patterson. He's the president, and Art Ashcroft. He's the VP of Sales Engineering. They're from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. That's actually Oklahoma's official state song. You can Google that. It's true. Verge Network Solutions closed a very exciting sale of MPLS services from Nitel to a client in the financial industry. Nitel's MPLS services offer secure, private, multi-site communications, keeping your client's data insulated from general internet traffic, and their applications are routed over Nitel's private IP network, ensuring that sensitive information remains secure. Verge Network Solutions engineers, designs, installs, and maintains communication solutions for multi-site businesses with unparalleled service. Verge calls its commitment to excellence. Congratulations, Verge Network Solutions, on this tremendous Nitel sale. And taking this week's top position and making what I believe to be their first appearance on the Telarus Tuesday call, we congratulate the team at Pivotal Networks in Nashville, Tennessee, Nashville's business and enterprise technology experts, helping clients source internet, cloud, and voice systems. The Pivotal team closed a tremendous sale of fixed wireless services from Sierra Wireless to a client in the dental services industry. Sierra Wireless provides resilient wireless solutions for the IoT in demanding environments, including hardware, managed connectivity, and cloud services. And Pivotal Networks helps their Nashville clients with the voice, data, and cloud services needed while saving those clients about 20% in the process. Congratulations, Pivotal Networks, on this outstanding Sierra Wireless win. It is our top Telarus sale of the week. We thank all of our partners for trusting Telarus with your business. Telarus is, of course, built for you. One of the ways that we build you up is with training, and we're featuring 4 excellent opportunities on today's call. First up, tomorrow, Wednesday, May 15th, beginning at 11 a.m. Eastern. As mentioned earlier, it's the official launch and training call for our newest Telarus supplier, CommandLink, solving clients' toughest digital transformation challenges with their own proprietary SaaS platform, directly connected to their own geo-redundant carrier-grade communications and data network. CommandLink launch and training call, it's tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Right afterward, Wednesday at noon Eastern, plan to join NITEL for valuable training on solving middle-mile challenges. The NITEL Connect SD-WAN platform delivers reliable, high-performance technology services anywhere your clients do business. Chris Schubert conducts this special training exploring middle-mile inconsistencies resulting from sending traffic over the public internet. Instead, enable direct connection to leading UCaaS and cloud providers via NITEL peering and fabric interconnections. There's also firewall virtualization and other network functions under this single platform. NITEL training on solving middle-mile challenges happens tomorrow at noon Eastern. Then coming up on Thursday, there's special Telarus-only partner training from Vonage beginning at 11 a.m. Eastern. Vonage defines communication as scalability, a cloud-based system to which new software can be added without additional infrastructure or cost. Valuable connections, as innovative real-time technology connects businesses with clients faster than ever before, and in the ways that they prefer. And productivity, by integrating with the most widely used cloud-based applications to optimize any workplace. You'll want to discover the Vonage Business Cloud during this Telarus-only training opportunity. It happens Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then later Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, TierPoint presents a dedicated cloud for your client's IT strategy. TierPoint's hosted private cloud, powered by Nutanix, leverages leading hyper-converged infrastructure to enable faster installation of private clouds and enhance their ongoing support and scalability into multiple hybrid cloud deployment options. From co-location to cloud and beyond, TierPoint meets your clients where they are and delivers the customized solutions to help them grow. Join this special TierPoint training. It happens Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. The details and registration links for these and for many other live and recorded learning opportunities, they're all in your Telarus partner back office at agent.telarus.com. Each week, of course, we pass along some of the newest and best spiffs and promotions being offered by our suppliers. Here are 3 we'd like you to consider as you evaluate your clients' needs and opportunities. First up, Jive by LogMeIn has a lucrative alternative to any commissions road you might currently be traveling. Get off the road and take flight with the Jive Take Flight Spiff. It offers a 5x spiff on new customer 36-month contracts. Register your opportunities in Jive's Partner Plus portal using applicable pricing guidelines, and the Jive 5x spiff can be yours. That's huge. Talk with your channel manager and take flight with Jive. And next, here's a simple yet outstanding offer from CenturyLink. a 1X MRC spiff for selling CenturyLink digital business bundles. I see a large number of those come through here. They're application ready and their data secured. The spiff is available now through June 30th and includes the CenturyLink Fiber Plus Enterprise, and Core Connect Enterprise bundles. Minimum 2-year contract term of at least $399 MRC to qualify. That's easy. And that 1X MRC spiff is yours. The CenturyLink Digital Business Bundle spiff, faster innovation. And finally, from Nice in Contact, it's now easier than ever before to make more on every lead you register with Nice in Contact. Are you in? Now through the remainder of 2019, get a $300 Amazon gift card just for registering a lead with Nice in Contact that converts into an opportunity. Your rewards are waiting. Don't delay. Register your leads with Nice in Contact. They're paying cash for opportunities. These and many more fantastic deals from our suppliers can all be found at promo.telarus.com. Check it out. Well, our featured presentation on today's call is from our friends at Vonage Business. More than 500 million businesses rely on Vonage for seamless messaging, conferencing, and calls, all through one integrated platform. With Vonage Business Cloud, your clients can transform their businesses with strong reliability, seamless integrations, and real-time communications with stellar phone service and so much more. Today, however, we're discussing a new Vonage story, Contact Center Communications Platform as a Service, WebRTC, and of course the Vonage UCaaS product. That's a lot of information. Kevin Thomsen is here to sort it all out for us. He's Vonage's National VP for Strategic Partners. Kevin, welcome. It's great to have you on our Telarus Tuesday call. You've got a lot of big news to share today.
Yes, we do. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the intro. So we'll get right into it. If you guys can go to the next slide. Next slide, please. All right, we'll give you guys the short and skinny here. Again, my name's Kevin Thomsen. Been with the company for now 4 years and have seen the transformation happen real time. So here's some stats just on the company as a whole. Again, we've made $1 billion in acquisitions over the last 5 years, buying really, really good strategic plays to help build our own wholly owned IP and the nation's nation's leading technology and communications platform. So as you guys can see from here, some pretty incredible numbers. One we're very proud of is the 200 plus patents that we have. We invented VoIP on the consumer side about 15 years ago, and then have transformed into where now we have more minutes annually being terminated than any organization globally. And from a actual seats perspective, so licenses under management for enterprise, we carry the most. So very, very proud of where we've come. But more importantly, the whole real premise of this conversation is for you guys just to understanding our why, the value proposition, and how easy it is to sell with us. So next slide, please. So this came in a little wonky here, but this just shows how many physical offices we have around the globe. Just to show the force, the scale that we do have, and where we're really proud of is our entire infrastructure is on AWS's microservices, and which I'll go into in a little bit more detail. Next slide, please. All right, this is it. This is where we want to spend a lot of our time with you. It is very simple. We have real 3 entry points for how you guys can make money, and the value proposition to the total addressable market, which is around $80 billion right now for hosted voice, contact center, and of course, programmable communications. So we had strategic acquisitions, and whether they be BroadSoft based, they had their own technologies. We bought a WebRTC company. We bought We bought a what's called CPaaS. We bought a contact center company, and then of course we had 3 other unified communications companies, and we purchased those. And for a while, the left hand wasn't talking to the right hand, though we were growing astronomically. What we did as a company was, you can only truly control the customer experience and your own trajectory is if you own your own products. So what we did is we melted down all those acquisitions, built up our own wholly owned IP, and we put it across AWS's microservices. So it's a software play built on a platform that is made for software, which we're the only player out there that has a true AWS microservices infrastructure, the same architecture as Netflix. So to put that into perspective for you, if the way that Netflix is designed, so it's any device, anywhere, anytime, that's our platform. So from a stability perspective, that's a big checkbox next to our name. UC, very simple. For those of you that haven't been on calls before or sold unified communications as a service, it's cloud-based telephony, all the features, the functionality, the web interface, chat, social media, really the omni-channel. That's their best in breed. We're not going to spend too much time on that today. Programmable communications. This is text messaging. Anytime that you talk to your Uber driver or your Lyft driver, that's on Vonage. Anytime that you get a text message when you get locked out of Facebook or Fidelity and they send you that PIN and you have to type that PIN back in, that's called two-factor authentication from a security perspective. That's all Vonage. And then what we're really, really excited about is our contact center offering. So before we used to have to resell other contact centers, looked good on paper, but as you get really down into big scale contact centers and call centers, leaning on someone else to deliver your outcomes is difficult, right? There's a lot of swivel chair there. So we purchased New Voice Media out of London, incredible contact center, native inside of Salesforce. Salesforce as an entity uses this contact center for not only their customer experience, but also for Dreamforce, for those of you guys that are in, really in the SI ecosystem. Next slide, please. Okay, so if you guys want to learn something new on this call and the talk track that you need moving forward, it's very simple. Everything's about APIs. Interconnecting productivity suites in the back end is where everything is going. Companies, you leverage Salesforce, Office 365, Dynamics, Zendesk, Slack. These are all elements that really, I would say, are the heartbeat to every business. They have tons of data in them. APIs allow Vonage, and this is where we just crush it in the marketplace, by simply integrating voice to that back-end system and then leveraging not only unique ways of communication, whether that be chat, text messaging, we have the ability to group all that data together and then drive bigger and better business outcomes. So we have the ability to natively live inside of these applications that every company leans on every day. And now you're able to just simply have one interface, one screen that you're working, that your employees are working in all day long, but yet you have communications in and around that application, which then delivers not only a better customer experience for your customer's customer, but there's better data being captured so that executives and business owners and analysts can then drive data-driven decisions, which internally help beat the competition. So we're very, very proud of the offering and the APIs that we have. And then the public cloud infrastructure on AWS delivers that stability. And then, of course, from a global scale, it's really led to why we have an extraordinary growth rate right now and a very, very happy retention in low customer churn. So very, very happy about the stack that we've created for our partners to sell. Next slide, please. Again, it's just the reason why we did it, and it just goes back to the why here. We can innovate faster if we own it, and we have 700,000 developers that are developing lines of code on our network to build out our own app store. We control our own outcomes as far as our roadmap is concerned. Our integration is just tighter, better, more sound. And then, of course, we can respond to the customer needs. Next slide, please. Again, it's UC, programmable APIs, contact center. That's our why. That's our mission story moving forward. Next slide, please. Companies like this use us. So, multiple locations, any customer or contact center, call center, Uber Eats, you name it, they lean on us when there's so many options out there because of our simple, stable message. We're on AWS, okay, that's bulletproof. We have APIs that talk to other applications that they trust every day, awesome. And then we have different modes of communication, not just handset from a voice perspective anymore. We have the ability to not only have outbound text messaging, chat applications, omni-channel, social media, all embedded inside of the application that companies deem the heartbeat to their business. We're just simply allowing communications to be different. Millennials and just businesses as a whole, that level of communication is changing. The demands of the customer have been really evolving every day. These are the companies that lean on us for that. And I can answer any questions after or through chat about what we do for each one of these organizations. Next slide. Awesome. All right, why Vonage? Well, it's right here for you, right? We have the experience, 200 patents. We've been doing it. We're terminating more minutes than any other UC player on the planet right now. We own our own stuff, so we can rapidly innovate. We have the reliability of AWS, checkbox there. We have rapid implementation, right? I can get users up and running in less than 15 days based on the scope. And then really I future-proof your solutions, right? As you guys continue to sell to your base, you bring in Vonage, you can sell them, hey, you guys need a text messaging solution? Do you need a voice solution? Do you want a video solution? Do you want a contact center solution? You start there, and then as they continue to love and ingrain in our product set, you have an entire portfolio of communications with a global total addressable market of $80 billion that you guys can use to make not only your customers more competitive, better suited, but you guys can make a ton of money with Vonage. Next slide. Here's that AWS microservices infrastructure just in the United States. We have them all over the world. Australia, if we have any Telarus Australian partners on here, I doubt it. The Asia Pac, India. So very, very comfortable in our ability to not only have availability, but have that uptime, which is just mission critical in today's marketplace. Next slide, please. Next slide. All right, this is how you win with us. So Vonage as a whole, that was my product portfolio. Hopefully you guys are able to understand that there is a very, very serious value proposition there. But now let's talk about how you work with us. Through a lot of the acquisitions, we assumed a lot of sales teams, right? So our distribution model is we heavily rely on the partner networks out there, but we have an incredible direct sales force. And we have ingrained ourselves with Telarus. Awesome. We have teaming. So if there's no deal of conflict, we have true channel harmony. It costs me a ton because for every dollar you guys sell, I got to pay 2x out. But we're seeing the value of that with us, you guys registering a deal with us, and then you teaming with our direct sales force that knows the value proposition inside and out, backwards and forwards. We'll go on site and we'll be able to demo our products live and in person, or of course over webinar, we see has been a incredible value add to the partner channel. And that's why we've had 100% growth since instituting teaming. Deal production, of course, we got your back. And again, there's just unlimited upside potential. Next slide, please. And we pay the shit out of everyone. 4x, 4 times MRR. You give me a deal with a 2-year contract, I give you 4x. Very simple. There's no gotchas. You don't need to pay up front. We have list pricing, but even if we get to some discounted pricing, depending on your, the ICB of that, you guys are still making 4x. So we're very, very confident of our product. We have the infrastructure in place to support you, and now we're incentivizing you to bring us to the table with not only monetarily, but then of course the value proposition that we do have. Next slide, please. All right, 24/7 pre and post sales support. Again, it's not about selling the deal, it's about implementing and making sure that they're happy. For every partner on this call, you guys get paid when it's evergreen, when you get the 3-year down the line. So we understand that post support is everything. We're 24/7, 365. We're local. We have brick and mortar. You're going to be able to talk and communicate with someone that you've built a relationship with. We get it. It's all about customer experience. And that's where 80% of decisions are going to be made moving forward, is on the customer experience side of the house. Next slide, please. For those of you that are going to sell some large opportunities with us, you're going to be able to have a dashboard like this that is what I see. This is proprietary to Vonage, that we're going to be able to give you a real monitoring system. Again, we're seeing the same thing so that you guys can have the hand on the pulse for your customers that are extremely valuable for you. And for opportunities that are large enough, we give you free access to this level of detail, which is a very unique value proposition for us in the marketplace. And then my final slide, which is next slide, it all comes back down to this. We have one platform and multiple paths for you guys to cash in on revenue. Our Vonage Business Cloud, which is our voice solution, is rock solid. Programmable APIs, if you look down there, and this is a lot, and there's a lot to be learned in education about this, but the largest organizations that you're working with every single day are using programmable APIs. One of those, whether it be SMS, video, analytics, workflows, it's all about that, again, APIs, right? Allowing applications to talk to each other. And then finally, our contact center play. New Voice Media is the best contact center offering for Salesforce and certain CRMs on the planet. And I mark my word, I know that that is a grand statement, but it's backed by not only Oregon, which chose us just last week as the top contact center play, but also Gartner and other, of course, non-biased institutions from a ratings perspective. So as a whole, Vonage means business, it means better business outcomes, and it means money in your pocket. We would love the opportunity to work with anyone on the phone here with an opportunity to show you how effective, efficient we are. So I really appreciate the audience today. Telarus, thank you very much for setting this up. And I guess we'll open up the mic for any questions, or I don't really know how the forum goes from there. But guys, have a wonderful day today, and think of Vonage. Thank you.
Wow, powerful presentation. We're speaking today with Kevin Thomsen. He's the National VP for Strategic Partners at Vonage, and we're going to take some questions and answers and comments from our partners. You can continue to submit those on our chat window, and we'll get to those. Kevin, powerful presentation. You have quite a story to tell with all of the acquisitions that Vonage has made, the evolution of their brand and identity over the years, and now just a powerhouse in this market as we talk about unified communications, contact center, and the one that really intrigues me, the programmable communications. Let's start with that a little bit and just talk to programmable communications. You said everything is about the APIs these days because of what it allows
Mhm.
Vonage to do for their clients. Let's focus on that and why partners should be selling the stuffing out of that one.
Yeah. So again, with different modes of communication, deliver different outcomes. So I take well, everyone uses this every day. So you have the Uber and Lyft model. Everyone understands that when you click on your Uber, you get to see, it's called geofencing or geo-tracking, excuse me. You get to see the car coming up to you to go pick you up at the airport. You have the ability to text and communicate with that Uber driver, all encrypted. Okay, that is one case study of hundreds that is API driven. So another one that I'll just put out here that we do for local companies every day is I have a 50-person plumbing company. I am evaluating going to the cloud. Well, I know that I need to have a cloud-based phone system. Okay, that's great because my power grid stinks and I want to make sure that my phone number is never down. Okay, great. But I want to be able to communicate with my end users better. And I want to have a better customer experience for my customers. So rather than giving the window of 8 to 12, I'll be at your house for my plumbing job. What happens if I was able to send you a text message from our back-end Salesforce, where we keep all of our customers and our invoicing, when a driver is being deployed to your house? Just simply like how Uber tells you that, hey, we'll be there in 12 minutes because, well, you can see them on Google Maps. We're doing that for everyday customers, which then is going to lead to more referrals for that local organization. We also have the ability for larger organizations, just simply in their applications that they use every day, you need to type in a PIN every time that you log into an application from a security perspective. Very simply, if you're not an authorized user, and this is why banks and financial institutions and really social media, they use that two-factor authentication, that's all that. For some of our other players, that they have customers that have a CRM, whether it be Salesforce or Microsoft Dynamics or NetSuite, and they don't want a swivel chair, which means they don't want to toggle between different applications to communicate internally. We have the ability to embed video inside of those applications and a call center and your voice natively inside of those applications. We also have the ability for any CFO out there that you want to sell to. What happens if automatically out of your billing system, you had a text message sent out to all of your past due customers? So bills 3 days past due, automatically sends a text message out with a link on where it goes. Or what about an automotive dealership that they want to send out a link of their newest model car to all their existing customer base? They simply push whatever message they want to be sent out. Customers click on the link. Now a video comes up. Now that automotive dealership's getting back-end analytics, while all the way the customers, the end users, are picking up text messages, which I don't know if any of you have seen the analytics that go into the open rate between text messages and emails is almost night and day. So there is a lot of case studies that come to when dealing with APIs, but we have the platform and the services and the capabilities to deliver really that wish list item. So that was a lot jammed into that question, but hopefully it switched a few minds there thinking differently about how you can attack an opportunity.
And that's exactly what I think our partners are thinking at this moment. There is so much here, and they're concerned perhaps about how do I effectively explain this to my clients, identify the need, the opportunity, and be able to properly explain the solution. You mentioned earlier that with all of the acquisitions that Vonage has made, you've come up with a tremendously powerful direct sales force with which our partners can team to be able to explain this information to their clients, and that it's all protected, it's all registered, and you're paying essentially the direct team and the partners to do this. Explain, if you would, again, just how easy that makes it for partners to sell this and why it is in fact so lucrative for them to do so.
Yeah, so I would start off with the first one. How do you first How do you first sell this when you're just having that conversation with whatever relationship you have? Vonage not even knowing of the opportunity yet. You just simply ask this question. How would you, if you were to draw up a perfect scenario, how would you want to be able to communicate with your customers? It can't just be voice. That was 20 years ago. How would you want to just communicate with your customers? And at what point? If based on the company, do you want it to be post-sale, pre-sale? Do you want it to be when your order's being shipped? And from that conversation, your client's going to say, yeah, I'd love the ability to embed text messaging or video or a survey after something goes. Okay, you take that information and you go, okay, there's a company out there that's able to do that. You register the opportunity. Hey, this is a 100-user opportunity. They would love the ability to change the way that they communicate with their customers. Or they want to enhance their current cloud offering to embed communications in the everyday apps. Great. Vonage, we have local, which you saw from that map there. We have local brick and mortar and sales offices that have direct sales teams that then will go and team and continue to qualify and bring real-time relative case studies to that customer to just get them thinking differently, because really for the first time, and we see this every day, they don't know that these technologies exist, even though that they use a lot of them every day with the Fortune 25 companies that we use every day, whether it be commercial banking or just Uber or Lyft or Uber Eats or, any, WebPT and Expedia. But now we're bringing that to local mom and pops and the mid-market and enterprise. So hopefully that answers your question. Of course, we have local channel managers all over the country that are more than willing to go deeper into the weeds with you to show you just how easy it is to partner with us.
Let's talk about the end users for a minute. One of our partners, Ken Gervin, asks a couple of great questions on the Q&A, wanting to know a little bit about how Vonage helps the end users to become familiar with the technology that they've purchased. Is it more of a do-it-yourself kind of a situation, or is there end user training available, some sort of a structured on-site or webinar-based training? What's the onboarding process for partners and end users?
So with a market cap right now, just under $3 billion in revenue. We have 2,200 employees. So that ratio shows that we're pretty heavy on the employee side of the house. And so why did we do that? Well, if we only have about 400 sales professionals in our organization, maybe a little bit more now because I'm not counting APAC, but post support is everything. Customer experience is a major buzzword in today's experience economy. We have training, we have post support, engineering, 24/7, 365. We want to drive adoption to the tools. Every major cloud player there, it's all about adoption. We know that education and training is priority number one for us to really get that renewal. And as a partner, you guys see that. If they're using the technologies, it gets entrenched in their culture. It's an easier client for you to manage and continue to cash in on the partner model. So yes, we have an incredible training model. We actually pride ourselves on that. For smaller opportunities, we do use webinar and video. So we use our products. For larger, we deploy, Vonage employees to train on site. And then, of course, surveys are taken and they can't leave without a 5-star rating. So that's, again, another really big checkbox in the Vonage corner.
Can't leave without a 5-star rating. I like that. You want to say anything about pricing in terms of overall competitiveness or ballpark seat pricing or anything that you'd like to put out there in terms of a comparison? I know our focus isn't necessarily on the voice or seat aspect of it today, but in general terms, where does Vonage fall?
So we'll go right from we'll go left to right if you guys have that grid in front of you in your mind. On the UC front, very, very competitive in the marketplace. We have seats usually ranging from 20 to 25, inclusive of a phone. Ultra competitive there. Again, 4x from a if you guys sell that based on features and functionality. But we feel that from our scale and the economics of Vonage, we have very, very aggressive pricing for what you're getting. On the programmable APIs, those are more of metered costs, fractions of a penny. If you think about, possible, text messaging platforms, an ideal customer for any of you there is, if you have a customer that's doing 1 million text messages a month, fractions of a penny there, that could be a couple grand a month for 1 million messages. So that is more of a metered cost from a pricing perspective. Again, ultra competitive, just given our scale and the way that we've designed our networks. And then the contact center offering is on the high end. There's a bunch of value there in that pricing perspective. You're typically looking over $100 for agents and supervisors there. But again, that's all subject to the scope and size of the opportunity. So hopefully that sample pricing across the board satisfies that question. Hello?